Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or a comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor Spell Prognosis, and today we are talking about the second level spell, Gust of Wind. We're giving this a solid B, and I'm giving it a solid B for one reason, and it's because it's a strength saving throw. But I mean, that is kind of to be expected because you're fighting against a strong wind, so it's going to be strength. But strength is the worst, one of the worst ones. It's probably the worst one to have as a saving throw. Okay, so it is usable by druids, sorcerers, wizards, tempest domain clerics, the genie warlocks, and the fathomist warlocks. So it's usable by a whole bunch of different classes. It is a second level spell. It takes one action. It requires concentration. It lasts for 1 minute. That's great. That's a positive. It lasts for a minute. This is a spell that I do want to keep up if I turn it on because it does have several effects on the battlefield. It has a range of self. Now, there's a question I'm going to pose in this that we'll look at. So it uses verbal, somatic, and material components, which isn't great. So you create a line of strong wind that's 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. It blasts from you in a direction you choose for the spell's duration. Now, my question is, what happens if you move? Does this thing stay where it is, or does it move with you, but it just continues to blast in the direction that you chose to begin with? I'm going to say that it moves with you, and it just, so if I chose it to blast east, then it's going to blast east. Even if I move, it's going to continue to blast east. Because it doesn't say anything about moving in this. So each creature that starts its turn in the line must make a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line. So if it's pushing it east, it's going to push them east. Any creature in the line also must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot that it wants to move towards you. That's great. So this is a good spell to push things like off a cliff or into a pit or into lava or things like that. The Gust disperses gases or vapors, extinguishes calendars, torches, and similar unprotected flames. And it causes protected flames, such as those in a lantern, to dance wildly and have a 50% chance to extinguish them. So if somebody drops a fog cloud on you, or drops a cloud kill, or an incendiary cloud, blast. This is the anti-cloud spell. You can get rid of that. Stinking cloud, all that stuff. So as a bonus action on each of your turns before the spell ends, lasts for a minute, you can change the direction in which the line blasts you. That's great. That's another bonus. So you can make it go in a direction. You can move. It should move with you and continue to blast in that direction. And then as a bonus action, you can go, I'm going to turn it this way. So instead of, I'm going to start out with it going east, I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to turn it so it goes north. And then you can start blasting everything in that 10-foot corridor up to 60 feet away, that's great. Now, you do have to be careful of your compatriots, your party members, but it is evocation. And because a wizard can use it, we get this thing called an evocation wizard, who can sculpt spells. When you cast an evocation spell that affects other creatures that you can see, you choose a number of targets of them equal to 1 plus the spell's level. So you can choose 3 targets, and the creatures automatically succeed on their saving throw against the spell and take no damage. So they're going to be stuck in it. They're not going to get pushed because they're going to make their saving throw, but they're going to be under like difficult terrain. That's a problem. So you may, you're still going to have to kind of figure out which direction you want this to go, and which and just keep in mind who you're affecting with it. But if you're an evocation wizard, this is a good spell to have, and it probably would bump up the rating from a B to a B plus because of that. But all the other classes, druid, sorcerers, tempest domain, clerics, genie, and fathomist warlocks cannot control that. Who they affect. So it's only the evocation wizard. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.